and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves. And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What? Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It We've learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for the world.
And now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick.
But they got down next to the door. So
is he here? Well, there's the rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
The he looked
From
over. He was like,
Victoria, Texas,
this is what you
weighing
want?
in at 252 pounds,
And then he was like,
Stone Cold
and then everybody, even including me, saying,
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
now
there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about winning over Austin, and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job. Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
Police and stuff got there. You know, everybody went down and stuff. And we was like, hey, at the phone prank. We at the phone prank on the man. We felt like we about to do something wrong. We was just playing on the at the phone prank.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job. Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's the Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the shark tank that is WWE. Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi reinforcing that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did. Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
And now Austin ragdolled to the outside. Rikishi, top turnbuckle.
Look out!
All the way down to the floor.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Jawbreaker. Call it death. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals will go to this disgusting lengths that Rikishi has gone to. Series of counters here. Who will finally capitalize? We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated.
And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here. Great awareness from Austin. This situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he left himself wide open. Big mistake.
We talk so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate on the top. All the way to the outside. No matter what you do, when you're crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body. Headbutt. Vicious. We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight. Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawl. Austin looks greater than even we anticipated.
And the momentum has been taken from Austin.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
I'll let you get a look at that. This is the story for
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No great lies you trying to spread. We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride from the top. And completely missed him up.
What a spectacular misfire. And that is why we say, don't join us at home, viewers. Because of terrible miscalculations like that.
Like 55 years. Yes,
Down to
55
Otis.
years. How old is TK right now? Let's go look it up. TK8. He's 24. Let's just say 50 years. He'd be 7 of someone who is in the
And a
business
double axe
system.
handle smash. Drops the hammer right on the lower
55
back.
years.
Austin
55
stomping
years.
at Rikishi's heart.
Almost
That's
his
how
life
Rikishi even
life.
has a damn
He's
heart.
good for his career
Ah, the
and
reversal
other
by
things.
Rikishi.
And basically, he's excited for the first time. Maybe just starting. He might take very different ways. You can still work the legal system to try to get off or get on the
Rikishi
just
enjoying
something
how he's worn down the
so
rattlesnake throughout this match. And I bet The Rock is smiling about it too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
And you gotta go to this too.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming.
Sky high. You gotta be kidding me.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside. Steel chair to the temple.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
This is in the military type of anything. This is gonna happen for maybe a couple more weeks ago. They might be a few. If they gotta get some focus, they can just start. They can do things to be done. And we want to guys outside. We're watching young men that we never grew. I was jumping on my story. One player.
Rikishi looking to finish the job from 10 months ago.
Scooped up.
Rikishi driver. Oh, that just literally busted him.
His entire life behind a glass, from fuzzy pictures of people with him on the phone through the screen, or watching him in court. Just kind of go through the motions, because how optimistic could you be when you already got one? Now, to be clear, let me explain what's going on. So he got found guilty for the first murder. TK was charged with manslaughter. This next case, so the first case he got found guilty of.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up in revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
Everything.
All of that venom, all the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now. Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes. Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot.
The person.
And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. Oh, God. Scary mindset for the rattlesnake. Austin has scattered pictures of Rikishi all over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man. Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshairs, that's no empty threat.
But they don't have a lawyer like Texas. Then if you plan crime A and it's turning to crime B, C, D, and E, you can't get it. And that's what happened, right? So not only was the people found guilty, we got found guilty for that murder. They're pretty popular. But that's what it is.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Now, during the first up time of fuck a beat, I ain't trying to beat a case. And I ain't beat the case. Nigga, I did a race, all that type of stuff. TK was up in one of my favorite restaurants.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's shirt with a sledgehammer.
Well, hell has no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
Stops the attack with a hit to the
I don't know what exactly happened. Or left, or maybe he was left. TK and his people tried to take the man's camera equipment. The dude was not trying to give his shit up. He hopped on the windshield of the vehicle in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A. Now, this is foul. And this is why it's slow. It's cool to do like this. You know, you want to see some of him go windshield and you saw on there. Like, you saw on the first video, you got to wipe it off. So, they didn't do it like that. They could have pulled out his magic wand.
Rikishi lately has been called himself a visionary, a pioneer, all a bunch of garbage if you ask me. Those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business. I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. It does fit him well. To your injury. Well-placed kick. Knee right to the spine. Make your legs go numb.
This is the time. Something looks like there's some disturbance on the windshield here.
Coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks. And this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. Truly, he's done something for his family, for his people.
To be very clear, I want to give the age of the young man. By the way, he was already on the run for another murder. Okay.
His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
It was 20-year-old Anthony.
The jaw. What a shot. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand. Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say so? Could be in trouble.
They won't start up and then people testified up to that. It's all about murder. You see everybody saying this,
he's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now.
They are getting pummeled.
All I know is sounds a lot better when you're clean, not
Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in.
Fading fast. And the Russian leg sweep.
I'm trying to get some testimony. We're not going to make this long.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's going to hurt.
Session just quick, and so it was like bouncing.
Cranking the head. Austin had a flashback to the
Rikishi's
about to meet a star.
There was Thursday, he also was just decided somebody's on the and so I noticed the tide was stopped, but it was bouncing. So I looked closer, like, starting to see this guy. Anything that's coming in there, looks like they're shooting the guy in the middle. And so, it's just stupid watching. And, we really just couldn't really understand it. Until the doors came open and somebody was running hard at me, and then the door was shooting, and then the door was open again, and the door was shooting. And then I heard, don't shoot me.
Impact into the corner.
You got to pull him in, take the leg. Take the leg, nice. They got in with it.
Looks like he's coming back in. Vicious. The rattlesnake's being picked apart. You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse. Into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. He gets set straight down to the floor. Biggie waits to the top. Punch to the stomach and stopped in their tracks. And evades the attack. And again, the torso is the target here. Clearly attacking that area is the strategy tonight. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
Because if you're losing for the benefit of that, you're watching these things like, oh, I'm going to see my face. Just to prove for a few more movies to be put up, because so many people are watching today, the first set of movies we played out week. When we're putting up more movies, I think we should look now to know that it'll have two pieces, right? I'm very careful when you do that. So again, I've watched you go up. You going up with this?
And that was just as devastating as a sledgehammer to Austin's trunk. Such thunderous impact.
That statement that you just said, without repeating it, what was the demeanor of the people that were inside of the car?
They were still hitting him.
Okay. And so, was it like a high stress situation?
Yes.
Okay. And you described it as chaotic?
Yes.
Okay. And so then, what did you hear?
I heard that, and it frightened me because when I looked closer, I noticed that
tonight was not going to be pretty. We knew we would see Bedlam. Sliding into the ring now. Now heading outside. Oh my God, steel chair. Got out of the way, but can he
And somebody remember this picture. This happened in 2017. If you remember, you got the
manages to reverse.
he's gonna
Reversals here.
yeah, he's gonna
Turn your lights out.
thank you. That remember. The witnesses are definitely going
What's
to
the
be
quickness on this? Into the snap suplex.
You briefly described the personal mistake role of that.
yes, but again, it was just moving and just something. So everybody was just
No signs of either combatant backing down.
So we found that people were huge.
The fight is on, and
I
it's
was trying to
furious.
put independent passengers to the video instead of them and they said that yes, they were I think they found something that was up in the dolphin and the back and you have that.
You can feel the current
It's
phase.
like
Will Ned's landing on the front lines now.
we don't want to. By the way, this is I believe that day one, I'll give you a quick run through.
Company Saldivar back in April of 2017.
It is what we heard on the first day of the murder trial for Texas rapper TK. His role.
I might be wrong, Chad, but every time I look at JK's face,
And he was 16 when he was accused of killing Salvador. Well, it was a man covering their case and joined us up to the whole kind of justice.
Defense from both wrestlers.
No, so they say Anthony Salvador was arrested for criminal control in his favor. They were trying to show his photography. Yes. That's a defense said that there will be two unwritten testimony that will be inconsistent and that certain people that will dispute the state authority. It's been more than 7 years since someone compared the arrested and murdered church to the law of 20 years of Anthony Salvador. And about 40 and 20 chief critic including 20 years for a man before recognizing having his team of the certain story to the witness trial after
WWE appreciating these
The broken door has just inside the vehicle has been found, and 3 other people and 2 cars broken windows. If you are ready to do, they got it.
That'll rock you. Down by the DDT. Stone Cold in some serious trouble. You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse. And he has an answer for Rikishi. Austin is going to look to press on the advantage. But will that prove to be the chance he needs in this match?
So this man over here was sitting with that gun. He leans out.
Austin just looking to humiliate his opponent.
The court said all the people in the vehicle will testify about what happened, but their testimony is not consistent, and there was never any evidence cited about even have camera equipment with him.
Heads outside the ring. And no countouts means he can take his time. Oh, he timed that counter well. Rikishi is picking the competition.
The defense even found they have ballistic evidence that doesn't match what the state has.
There's conflicting evidence. It's worth the wait.
Now right here in front of us. Guys, we may need to move soon.
Essentially,
You can feel
there's
it.
a they're not saying he is a fraud. It seems like they're putting strategy up. Hold on, but don't say there's things to say beyond the reasonable doubt.
Can Austin weather this storm, guys?
That's very bad. Aim to get robbed. Where they got into it and he was get robbed. We've got necessarily food. It's about these foods.
This could be his chance to rally.
There's a scheduled video shoot. I was told off.
Cold Steve Austin.
I was robbed for food.
Good. Austin getting himself some Texas
So they're saying about the water here, but let's say if the jury is expected to not be think about or not be biased to the fact that he's already convicted of another. You have to look at this case in isolation.
Looks like he's got something in mind for
However,
ringside here.
with the face attorney thing, there's a couple niggas who have looked at this.
He's headed in
From the top.
This place, they're taking two. Usually when that reason, they get all the
Stone Cold looking beat
those
down.
things. That's the
Big
first one.
opportunity to score
Let's
a
see
win
what
with
happens.
Austin.
But in fact, you guys do all more information on it. And further breakdown. So please just let me know. I get more into it, but not trying to do a whole hour-long thing on PlayStation and voting. I think you got it.
Lights out. DDT connects.
And it wasn't awful.
That knee knocking the wind out of him.
Cincinnati number 2, Bill Clinton wraps up the first lose of the trial of Texas welfare protest. Henry McIntyre is accused of killing the Congress of West Anthony Sandoval in a
Looking to
Chick-fil-A
inflict
parking
more
lot.
damage now.
This
Look
storm
out.
out on the 27th street. Senator Hernandez says there's another conflicting testimony this week. Plus, we take a look at what we can expect next week.
And he heads back into the ring. Austin reminding him that Stone Cold is not someone to take lightly.
Henry McIntyre was the one who killed the trigger and shot 20-year-old Sandoval. This software will show McIntyre and 3 others tried to
And this one might be headed ringside.
This week in the high-profile trial hasn't been so clear.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it
fight
out.
inside the vehicle and the actual shooting one suspect.
Just cranking ahead.
And others a black woman. Sliding back into the ring. Consistent about the identity of the shooter. Some testifying that it was a Hispanic man.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said it looked like it was someone who could be consistent with being Hispanic. Well, definitely had a short haircut.
And others, a black man. The jury also viewed surveillance footage of the shooting and moments after as the vehicle was abandoned, but nothing has been clear enough to show that Tamor McIntyre was in fact the shooter. On Friday, the jury did hear from the medical examiner who explained how one gunshot wound to the shoulder killed Saldivar.
The bullet would kind of went to go through the chest, which would mean the possibility of hitting the lungs, so the left lung, the right lung, the heart.
The three people who were alleged to be in the car with McIntyre had yet to take the stand.
Austin getting ready.
Next week.
From way up top, taking flight, completely throwing self-preservation out the window. I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Stone Cold letting his feelings towards his opponent be well known.
I'm like, pick up the details. I would love to see the medical examiner's testimony. It'll tell you how
he's heading out to the ringside area. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right. Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin. He just averted disaster there.
And now Austin going to deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
I was supposed to last moment, it kind of does help make it a dream mind. This thing is
a relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too.
I think there was death penalty in the first case. And so he's not eligible for death penalty in this takeover.
Far at this point. I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him. And now thrown back into the ring.
Austin showing no fear, no intimidation.
From the top. Somebody home. What an impact.
Oh, man. Thrown with such force. The whole ring is rattling.
I just switched from Turbo Packs to HM Packs. It was so easy. I don't have to go back to all of it.
On a headbutt. Rikishi ready to go.
Not done yet. The wheels are turning for Rikishi as he ascends up the ropes.
Shaker. Rikishi got all of it.
It might be time to tell something different. Want to try it for yourself? It makes such an easy. You can import your tax information from your old service in just a few clicks. First, get a PDF copy of your tax return from last year. Second, go to support.taxusa.com. Third, use our free import feature for all employee information. Filing will be as easy as if you have used us for years. Check it out today by visiting freetaxusa.com.
His arrival signaled impending doom.
In the morning, Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now in sport, the UConn Huskies win the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. They beat South Carolina 82-59.
No, UConn deserves it. So Paige Becker, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially balled out with all the injuries that she dealt with. You know, when she first got to UConn, for her to to end her career in UConn with a championship, dropping a football for the UConn.
Yeah,
They balled out yesterday. Now, also tonight, Florida plays Houston at 8:50 for the men's NCAA tournament.
Man, I wish I cared. I really wish I cared about men's college basketball.
Why you don't care?
I just don't. I haven't for
Not
many
anymore.
years. No, just the women. I mean, at least for me, women's college basketball just been better.
Yeah. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. How you feeling? All right, let's. Okay, we'll do it. Let's do this. Stock futures are plunging, y'all. Giving an indication of what may be to come today, this week. I mean, we will see what's going to happen on Wall Street. So on Sunday, President Trump said he wasn't aware of what was in store for the week, but he claims the U.S. is stronger as a result of the reciprocal tariffs. Let's take a listen to those comments from President Trump.
Now, what's going to happen with the market? I guess that you're going to continue. Our country has gotten a lot stronger. And eventually, it can be a country like no other. It's the most dominant country economically.
The blueberries have been rendered smooth. Sir Ronald, Bill, Sir Ronald. Any more questions, Bill? No. Okay, bye.
Some of the milkmaid.
Milkmaid!
Her name's Ellen. Or you could try one of these lending options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
Told you everything's going to work out great. Thanks, future me. What number am I thinking of? 7, 2, W.
Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set.
Don't wait in line. Use a deadline with tax experts by your side. Get matched with an expert. You can file your taxes as soon as today. The IRS deadline is April 15th. Hand off your taxes to an expert today.
Against John Cena still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch.
So the president didn't hesitate to join previous leaders for the reason why he felt the need to implement the tariffs. As for the market, S&P 500 and NASDAQ futures fell already 4% on Sunday. The Dow saw back-to-back losses over 1,500 points for the first time last week, while the S&P took a 6% drop Friday, the worst since March of 2020, and which, by the way, was when the pandemic started. The market was slammed following continued concerns Trump has ignited a global trade war in regards to his new tariffs, and the president claims hundreds of billions of dollars are pouring into the U.S. monthly as a result of the tariffs. I'm not sure how that goes, considering the tariffs just started last week, but yeah. So meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he's rejecting claims that the world's economies are crashing because of President Trump's sweeping tariffs. Speaking Friday at a NATO business meeting in Brussels, Rubio said markets are crashing because they rely on the stock values of companies tied to production methods that harm people. He added businesses just need to know what the rules are, and once they do, they'll adjust, especially if they're operating in America. Let's take a listen to Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
Their economy is not crashing. Are reacting to a dramatic change in the global order in terms of trade. As long as they know what the rules are going to be moving forward, and as long as that's set and you can sustain where you're going to be, the markets will adjust.
A damn
I still don't understand. So they say